fuel into your body, so you kickstart your metabolism or your digestion, go do some exercise, come back, then eat your first real meal of the day, and your body will do so much better, and you'll feel very, very happy with that and with yourself. The program I've designed has appropriate protein, fat, and carbohydrate balance. We'll keep your protein levels at around about 50% of your calorie intake, and that's a great thing for many health outcomes. We'll also keep your fat and your carbohydrate ratio is appropriate, and that's based on your hand size. So as a ratio, ideally about 30% of your calories coming from fat and 20% coming from carbohydrate. Now, many people would see that as a low carb diet. It's not really. It's just that it's an appropriate carb diet, and most of the carbohydrates you're consuming come from vegetables and fruits and salads. So, in fact, all of them do really. So you'll get a lot of nutrient in your body, and you will feel quite incredible. You feel great. We are trying to decrease your glycemic load to your bloodstream. So we're trying to keep the amount of sugar going into your bloodstream low, so that you don't use hormones like insulin to clear out your fuels, because when you're using insulin, you're not operating efficiently. Exercise is good to do. However, it's not crucial in this program. If you want to do exercise, go for gold. I'm not going to hold you back from doing exercise. In fact, you know me, I promote exercise a lot. So go for gold with your exercise. However, you don't have to do exercise to get a great result. You will get results. Don't worry about that. But if you do some exercise, could be just 30 minutes a day. And 30 minutes a day, as you may know, decreases the effective stress on your body by about 50%. So that if you can just get 30 minutes of walking in, you'll feel better. You'll be less stressed. You'll sleep better. And, put up your hand if you want to sleep better. If you put up your hand, that's funny. But I know that you're probably thinking, yeah, I wouldn't mind sleeping better. All you got to do is just walk for 30 minutes a day, and you will sleep better. And you'll burn more fat, which is great. Now, this is an optional section, and it says for optimal results, it's optional. You don't have to get optimal results if you don't want to. You may want to, and if you do want to, then go pick up these few products, get it from a health food store, a pharmacy, or your local healthcare, high quality healthcare practitioner, and make sure you get the ones that I'm recommending here, and don't get alternatives to it, because generally the alternatives aren't good enough. I've recommended what I reckon works the best, so just go for these ones if you can. So get some magnesium oxide powder. There's a number of different ones out there: Colon Clear, Colon Cleanse. There's different ones that are out there. So go get one of those, and just follow the directions on the bottle. Now, the reason why we do this is because it cleans out your gastrointestinal system. You get a bit of an intestinal sweep, and when you sweep out your guts, your body feels better. You digest more efficiently. You get more energy because you actually have an empty gut. You get a flat tummy too, and who doesn't want a flat tummy? That's a great thing to have. You can actually buy it from us at Forage Cereal, or you could just go to, as I said, your healthcare practitioner, your health food store, or your pharmacy, and they can supply that for you. Uriplex from Metagenics, or urinary tract support from ethical nutrients, is a supplement that helps to decrease fluid in the body. So it's like a diuretic. It acts to tone the kidneys more than it does working to remove fluid. So it's good for your kidneys. We use it all the time. It's based on Chinese medicine. It's a wonderful product. And if you want to decrease fluid in your body or fluid retention, then I'd encourage you to do that. So just follow the directions to get that. So to take that. So in this case, I've recommended 4 tablets twice a day, and that'll help you. They're just little tablets. Don't worry about how big they are. Fish oil, if you're taking a teaspoon a day of fish oil, you're doing a great job, and get either the Ethical Nutrients fish oil or the Metagenics Meta EPA DHA. They're the way to go. I really like those ones. They're terrific. Get yourself a multivitamin, any kind of multivitamin. The worst one that you could get out of the best bunch would be Swiss, and that means that Swiss is excellent, but it's not as good as, say, something from Metagenics, but just see what you can find. But get yourself a multi, take a multi, and it will really help your body out. It's wonderful. Many people have taken the pill, and there's a lot of girls doing this program. The contraceptive pill does affect your gastrointestinal flora. So if you've taken the pill in the past, your guts aren't going to be in as good a shape as what they otherwise would be if you hadn't taken the pill. And I reckon that probably 90% of people have taken antibiotics in their life. So if you have taken antibiotics, then your gut won't have the right bugs in there either. So it's good to take a probiotic, and probiotics actually assist in you manufacturing B vitamins, and that can only be a beneficial thing to your body. So if you're increasing your B vitamin manufacture from probiotics and your carbohydrate digestion from probiotics improves, then you're going to be happier, you'll burn more fat, you'll feel more energetic as well. Now with milk, it's a bit of a dicey thing because some people do well with milk, but other people don't do well with milk. So yeah, I suppose just be a little bit careful with it. If you're going to have a little bit of milk in your coffee or milk in your tea, that's okay. Try to decrease the amount of caffeine that you're taking into your body, because when you put caffeine in with food, you do decrease your body's ability to burn fuel. So try to avoid having caffeine when you're eating. Maybe have your caffeine later on, maybe 90 minutes after you've had some food, and you will do much, much better. With alcohol, I've met people who have burned heaps of fat and look fantastic having drunk some alcohol every single day, but most people can't do that. Most people can't pull that off. So I'm going to encourage you to try to avoid alcohol. I know that it's Christmas coming up, but and look, you could be doing this program, it's nowhere near Christmas, but at the time of this recording, it's Christmas coming up, and look, it's just 4 weeks, or it's just a couple of weeks that you're going to do this program for. So if you can avoid the alcohol, then you'll get a better chance of getting a hotter body. So be careful. We just spoke about caffeine before, so we're not going to talk about it again. But with salt, make sure it's coloured salt. So we're talking about Himalayan rock salt, or we're talking about a Celtic sea salt, or the Murray River salt. So don't get the salt that's just table salt, where they've dried the earth and scraped the salt off and then processed it. That's not ideal for you. So try to get good quality salt. In the program, there's a number of different things that you can actually expect to experience, and generally these things will take place in the first few days. 4 to 5 days, you'll start to notice some changes. You should get some increased energy and mental clarity. Everybody will be losing heaps of fat, so be excited about that. Most people should reduce their hunger within the first 4 to 5 days, and we also will tend to find that people start to detoxify after 1 or 2 days, and their guts might play up, they might get a bit of a headache, they might not feel the most awesome. But that will pass, and the more water you drink, the quicker that'll pass. The more lemon juice you have in your meals and in your drinks, the better you'll feel faster too. So consider your detoxification profile. Keep your bitter foods up, and you'll go really, really well. Now, some people will notice some withdrawal, and other people will notice less frequent bowel movement. So just expect some changes that aren't as ideal as what you'd hope, but they will pass. If your bowels aren't working really well, then just take that magnesium oxide powder, and that'll get your bowels going again, and you can reset from there. But if you do have to take the magnesium oxide powder a lot, then you might find that you don't have enough good bacteria in your gut. So again, use a probiotic to keep your gut healthy, and use the magnesium oxide if you need to wash things out. If you burn fat too fast, you will get bad breath, generally. Now, if you're burning fat too fast, you might be happy with that. But there are indicators that the body gives you that tells you need to slow down a little bit. And if your breath stinks, then, people are going to want you to sort that out. And it is a bit of an indicator that you should actually be a little bit more careful of how fast you're burning fuel. So maybe just be careful with that one. Please don't use artificial sweeteners. That means erythritol. And often they're putting erythritol with stevia. And that's not good for you. Stevia is great, but erythritol, you got to stay away from that stuff. Stay away from sorbitol, stay away from aspartame, stay away from sucralose. All of these sweeteners have an effect on the body that is less than ideal. So please avoid that. Use a naturally sweetened, no sugar mint if you can get. I know you can get them. I had some here, right here. Here they are. And I'm not saying this for any particular reason other than to say that they're naturally sugar-free. They're by Gilla, and so they look pretty good actually. I don't mind them. So feel free to go there if you want to. Now, in terms of measurements and measuring your change, obviously we're taking photos, right? So you got a photo of your pre, and you get a photo of your post weight challenge, and ideally that you'll notice some changes there. The other thing that you could use is scales. So you could actually jump on the scales and measure it. Now, you should lose somewhere between 3 to 7 kilos, maybe even 8 kilos in the 4 weeks, and get an amazing result. So, and I know you'll feel terrific with that change leading up to Christmas. What a great thing to do. But many people just freak out a little bit with scales, so feel comfortable finding other measurements. It could be blood tests, it could be energy levels, it could be scales of happiness. It could be, how mentally clear you are. Just write things down. So on a Monday, let's say, for example, we are starting, everyone starts a program on Monday, right? You're not going to start a challenge on a Friday because you've got the party to have and all those sorts of things. So you might just start it on Monday. On the Monday, jump on the scales or take your measurement or write down your number of how you feel. Are you feeling 5 out of 10 right now? Write 5. If you're feeling 6, write 6. And then in 7 days' time, on the next Monday, measure it again using the same grading scale. So do you feel now 7 out of 10 or do you feel 3 out of 10? How do you feel, so that you can actually track your change and plot your change, and then note your benefits. And in noting your benefits, it keeps you more focused and I suppose more inspired. And that's good to be inspired. It's great to be inspired. In closing, all of this work has been thoroughly researched, and I've been working on this for years and years and years. And I've been in this field now for, probably nearing on 20 years. And it makes me sound old. I'm not too old, but it does actually make it, it makes it valid, in that I've seen a lot of people, hundreds and hundreds, in fact, thousands of people do this sort of challenge and get amazing results. And I have researched it all. There's some references on the back page of the booklet that you can check out if you're looking for more clarification. But I will go through more and we'll answer a lot of questions on our webinar. Make sure you tune into our webinars and make sure you read the emails, download all your special recipes, and have a great challenge. And enjoy your Christmas and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas time.